Waiting for the recording to start. All right, here we go. All right, so we have our interim submission tonight, 8 p.m. Rwanda time. So we're asking for one screenshot per competition. The show is updating Google Classroom right now, just to make that super clear. So first interim for each of the three competitions tonight. Please make it clear which one is for which. I'm sure you guys will all find a way to do that. Leaderboard will be updating tomorrow, by tomorrow, if not before that. What else? Lots of stuff on careers. So thank you to at least 25%, probably 30% who've been sending your profiles. I am going through all of them. I'm going to do them all myself. Take a little bit of time. So please do remind me if you don't get feedback. If you're not getting feedback, yeah, don't hesitate to remind me. Please, it's a little bit of time, but yeah, keep reminding me. That's good. If you haven't sent in your profile, please do send it in. You can reach out to some of your colleagues for support or ideas on why it's difficult or why it's annoying, but it's really good, even for me who has seen most of the work, to see how it all comes together. And I think if I compare just the CVs to their profiles, looking at some of your CVs versus actually the work that you've done, I think the profiles show in a much better way some of the work that you've done. I'm sending back lots and lots of, in some cases, lots of feedback. Details matter. And some people, I've sent back feedback on spacing, on uniformity, on fonts, on making things clean. It is a lot of work, right? You want to have a nice, well-presented picture, using the clothing analogy. If you're meeting somebody for the first time, making sure that your shoes aren't dirty, your hair is combed, your teeth are brushed, all of those things. It sounds like a lot, but once you get into that habit, it's really important. And one of the reasons that's important is that if you are sending messy stuff in your application materials, me as an employer, I would think that you would be missing details in places that I may not see it. So that's how I would think. I think a lot of other people would think in a similar way. So I would just encourage everyone to get those details right. And at least don't mind if I'm sending back lots of feedback, which may seem annoying. If everyone's putting out really nice stuff. Yesterday, or this week's a good week for us. We sent out our first CVs yesterday to employers. We're waiting for feedback on that, and we have our first interviews, or at least first discussions, happening this week. So we've always said, and I'll continue to say, that this is a process that will take time. Nothing happens quickly, but even though it takes time, I'm happy the process is starting. So let's keep ourselves mentally ready that this will take time. This will take probably until the end of 2020 before things really start moving, but it's good to see that there's already progress that's happening. Some of you have shared jobs that you're already interested in applying for. That's great. Don't hesitate to send it to us. Don't hesitate to ask for suggestions, feedback. If you want a quick discussion on Slack, we did one set of mock interviews where the person sent in a video and provided feedback on the introduction and some of the little bit of interview coaching. So happy to provide all support, small and big, towards our goal of getting people job ready. And there is you guys can also drive some of that process. Finally, last point from my side is about this 2-year plan. So I would love to just hear feedback. Yesterday we talked about it. I haven't heard anything from anyone on the 2-year plan, which is fine. Just love to hear feedback from you in a plural sense on how that would be useful and how we can most provide that sense of feedback to help each of you make your 2-year plan, what's coming next. So that's it from my side. Obviously more career focused, because I think that should be or will be coming more front of mind. Looking at your profiles and looking at the progress that each of you has made, I think that I just want to encourage everyone to let's stay really, even if it's going to take time, and even if there is nothing in hand right now, it's important for me that we keep things very optimistic and very positive. There are pathways that each of us will have towards getting employment. So I don't want people to start getting worried or nervous or frustrated, even though those things may be normal. I think we're all making great progress. So I just encourage everyone to, let's look on the positive side of what we've been able to achieve. Last point I'll make on the profiles is we have to be working towards one goal. And if your goal is to become a job-ready data scientist, that should be reflected in all aspects of your CV, of your profile, of the projects that you've done. So leaving things, if you speak in a very generic sense, it's harder for employers to understand exactly what it is that you can do and exactly what it is that you've done in the past. But be as specific and as focused as possible. If you want a job as an entry-level data scientist, that means you don't need to be the top person in everything. You should showcase what it is that you're able to do, give evidence through the projects and maybe through some of your past work experience on how you've done it before, and be very clear about the type of job that you want um, in for the rest of 2020. So I would recommend to everyone, in addition to getting the details right, be as specific as possible, not only about what you've done in the past, but what it is that you want to do in the next couple of months. And so I've seen a lot of profiles where it's very, very generic. Make it as specific as possible, and don't worry about needing to. I think sometimes when you feel like you haven't done very much, it's easy to speak in a generic sense so that it sounds like you've done more. I think we feel strongly that with the skills that you have and the fact that you were selected based on your work ethic, your independence, your ability to learn independently, you are on the right pathway. So don't feel the need to speak in generic terms to try and oversell yourself. I believe that it actually results in you underselling yourself. So I'm going to stop there, see if anyone else on the team, Osman, Mustafa, has anything to add before we go into the stand-up. I've never seen the chat window this quiet. So I don't know if I said good morning to everyone, but I'll say it again. Good morning. Hope everyone is good. So, Usman, if you have anything to add, please add. Otherwise, we'll go into the stand-up.
It's okay. Nothing from me. It's fine.
No wahala yet. You're not back in Nigeria with the electricity wahala.
Yeah, no wahala, no wahala. Here in Rwanda, no wahala. But Nigeria, there might be wahala when I get to Nigeria.
All right. So who wants to speak first? Let's hear how people are doing. First interim submission today. I'm curious on how it's been. 3 challenges in parallel. Abu Bakr.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yesterday was good. Working as a team with my team members. So yesterday we were able to make a submission regarding the cargo competition, and we are hoping to improve the Zimnat insurance competition today. And I've already made some couple of submissions regarding the Tron Espresso challenge. So far, so good. It's been nice, and the learning experience has been wonderful, and we're hoping for the best at the end of the week. Thank you.
All right. Who wants to speak next? All right, we have Olashore, Teacher Sunimi. Teacher Sunimi, you want to go ahead? You just joined. No? All right, we'll come back to her. We'll go to Emmanuel.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay, I've been having I've had serious problem here with electricity. There's for the past couple of days, there have been no light, so like there have been no light, but I'm trying my best. I'm doing my best with everything I can do. So I'm enjoying the competitions. Like this is like a newfound hobby for me to just keep tweaking those competition parameters. So I'm really happy that I'm making a little bit progress. Like I'm seeing results in what I'm doing with regards to the competition, and I'm happy. I've submitted in all of the me and my teammates have submitted in the cargo competition, and we are happy for where we are. So it's okay. It's the profile I've not been able to work on to do very well. I'm still doing my best to the profile. So hopefully, if there's light, since there's no light now, my battery will even be dead soon. So, but I had to just come for the meeting. So when they bring the light, I'll continue working on my challenge. But I don't want to complain too much again about it. But I'm hopeful and positive about it. Thank you very much.
How is it working on the Kaggle competition versus the Indie competition? Do you notice a difference in the scale or the approach or the how you have to do it? Emmanuel?
The Kaggle is somehow easier because there are a lot of help everywhere. Like it's easy to find help around Kaggle, but around Zindi it's not easy to find help. So
okay,
it's not easy to find help here. So Kaggle is somehow it's a wide place, a lot of discussion and notebooks of other people. So Kaggle was somehow easier to work with. Anyway, thank you very much.
Okay. Abu Bakr, did you find the same thing, Kaggle versus Zindi? Which one did you find easier to work with?
I think I prefer the Zindi competition, probably because I have little experience participating in a data science competition. The Kaggle competition seems a little bit different in the sense that the test data is very different from the trained data. So in terms of the problem formation, it's kind of hard compared to the Zindi competition. So I find the Zindi competition a little bit easier, probably based on my ability, and the Kaggle, although there are a lot of tests, but using my ability, I think it's kind of hard compared to Zindi. So Zindi is much easier than Kaggle.
Okay. Lawal?
Hello.
Morning.
I hope you can hear me. So yeah, over the week, what I've been able to do, like highlighting the profile, and I got some response from around this month, which I'm hoping I would work on. So before the competition, it's been a little bit difficult for me, not in terms of light or modern engagement I did foresee. I'm still positive I should be able to submit for deadline. The weekend is very full for me. I'm hoping I will use the weekend. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to perform it. I guess I have to people late. So, yeah, I guess I will leave the whole of today for the project. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Jeanette?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, yesterday, as Abubakar said, as a team, we tried to make some submissions on Kaggle. About the individual one on Zindi, I tried to do a couple of submissions, but my model didn't improve on the performances. I plan to continue working on it today. And yesterday also, I worked on the feedbacks from the team about the profiles. I tried to improve and make some more details, not a generic one. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jeanette. Claire can't speak, Segun.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Yeah, for me, I was able to finally break through the whole barrier of my RAM crashing and everything, thanks to Ken and the other guys. They really helped out. And yesterday I was able to run through the Zindi competition. I was supposed to make a submission after my model finished training, but because of electricity issues, my laptop went off. And this morning I started it again, and it should be done. I should have made a submission before noon, though. So I plan on going through the other challenges and trying to see what I can do today. So that's it for me.
All right, thank you. Kevin? I'm not able to hear Kevin. All right, we'll come back to Kevin. Stephanie? Stephanie, are you able to, I think she's dropped off. Okay, we have Ada. Also dropped off. Wamuyo? Okay, also can't speak. Brian? Bureau
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, so I don't have much today. I'm still working on the models. So yesterday I made some changes that on my portfolio and work on the started working on the cargo. So I'm still working on that today, and hopefully I'll be making submission by the end of today. Yeah.
All right. Gerald?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, so for me, I'm gonna today I'm working mostly on my portfolio because I want to make a handy team. So I'm just finishing up on that. Then in regards to challenges, I want to make the remaining 2 submissions, the one for Kaggle and the Chan prediction challenge on Zindi. So yeah, I want to focus mostly on that. Aside from that, I had some hiccups, but I reached out to Usman, and I also reached out to some of my colleagues, and I was able to clear them. So for me, at the moment, I think I'm good. Yeah, and I'll be in touch if I get any hiccups. Thank you.
All right, thanks. John Latome?
Hello.
Hi, John.
Okay, hi. For me, yesterday I didn't do much. I spent a lot of time working on the portfolio, but at least I've made submission in all the challenges without much of tuning. So today probably I'll be dwelling much on that. Yeah, I find Kaggle to be a little bit competitive compared to Zindi. Yeah.
Okay. But even if it's competitive, do you have a preference for which one do you find more instructive, or where are you able to get further?
As Alaro had said, the test data and the train data for Kaggle is a bit somehow different compared to, but for Zindi, it's you can easily find your way.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. I'm curious if that's just this competition or it's a general point. We'll go back to Kevin. Kevin, are you able to speak? We'll give it another try. If not, then we'll go to Ken.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Yesterday I made some submissions to the Zindi challenge, and I also went through a mini course on Coursera on how to win a data science competition. It's by some people who won some Kaggle competition, and it's really insightful. If you have access to Coursera using a school email addresses, I'd advise you to go have a look at what is in that course, because it has really nice information about competitions and how to do some feature engineering. Yeah. Today I'm planning on making a submission for the Kaggle one. Yeah. I haven't started on the portfolio yet. I'm planning to start it on Monday, because this week I have so much to do. Yeah.
Ken, if you could post a link to that course on the resources channel, that would be great.
Okay.
All right. We'll go back to TJ Sunimi. Don't know if she's able to speak now.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I don't know. Okay. Okay, it's been a while I joined the stand-up. So, okay, for me, light has been an issue over here. So it's not been easy for me, but I've started the Cindy challenges. I've started going through it. And another thing I'm doing is I discovered that the 1 week, the challenges they give us, like from the first to the fifth week, because it was like 1 week, so I discovered that it was too short for me, so I could not really learn so much. I just kept submitting assignments, but I could not learn, so I decided to take a break to actually start from the beginning again. So that's why I've not really been active. So it's been okay. I've been learning. Then as regarding the challenge, the Zindi challenge, I've not started the cargo, but I've started with the Zindi challenge, and I'm hoping to make submissions today before the deadline. Thank you.
Just a tip for everyone, please make a submission. So for us, if you make no submission, it's very hard to give any sort of, please make sure you make at least a submission. Even if you're not doing beautiful modeling, just a request, make a submission. Make sure you have things together well enough that you can submit something. Stephanie? Stephanie, are you able to speak? She's going to type. Okay. I think everyone else is there anyone else who would like to speak? Mustafa? Any words of wisdom?
Oh, okay. Hi, everybody. So from my side, I don't know. I don't have much to say. So maybe we can keep discussing on Slack. I was having some internet issues, but now it's okay. We can be on Slack if you have anything that you would like to share or you would like to ask. We are there. Thank you.
Sorry, can I request for something?
Go ahead.
Yeah, Mustafa, please, the notebook that you used for that you used to like teach about shares of data last week, can you share the link to it?
Sigrun, I don't. You broke up at the end. Maybe you can type it in the week 8-9 Slack box, just to make sure there's no confusion.
Okay. Good morning. Okay, sorry. I also have a request. I don't know if there could be a tutorial on TSNE dimensional reduction technique. I think they give it to us on during the week 5, the week 6, the one on bank prediction, term deposit prediction, to us to explore PCN, TSNE, autoencoders. So I've tried reading about them, but I still seem a little bit confused. I think I understand the PCA, but if there could be a section on maybe that TCNE and the autoencoders, I think I'll really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, Olasio, thank you very much. So I would suggest if you could like write this on Slack so that we can try to see maybe if we could have one session about that or a way to maybe make you more like understand this.
So, Olashore, please write that on Slack. We'll follow up there. Usman, you wanted to say something?
I just want to recognize everyone's effort and hard work. You guys have been really amazing, because I always see some people in the middle of the night still working on the challenge, sending me message in the middle of the night. I'm not complaining, but it's a very good thing. Just keep up the hard work, and it will definitely pay off. So good work, everyone. Just continue, and don't relent in your efforts. Just keep pushing.
All right, sounds great. So on that note, I think that's a perfect note to start the day. So have a wonderful day, everyone. We'll see you online. And yeah, just seconding what Usman said, great work all around, or great work in most cases. So let's keep it up. We have our last third of the course, so let's end on a really strong note. Thanks, everyone.